Hey everyone, it's Strange Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have a review here for a PlayStation 2 game. I can't remember if I've reviewed a video game for this channel or not. I may have not. I don't know. Maybe I did the Gran Turismo 4 review. I don't remember. But anyway, this last couple of years I've really gotten into video games focused on driving, and mainly games from the PS2, the Xbox Original, the Xbox 360, PS1, all of that era that I'd never played back in the day, that I'd never heard of. This is one of those ones I found at a pawn shop type of store that I'd never heard of in my entire life. I believe it's a Korean game, I believe. And apparently it originally came out in 2003, eventually came to America in 2005 with a different title called DT Racer. Now you won't see much on YouTube about this game. Aside from some gameplay and stuff, you don't really see many reviews about it. Apparently there's a sequel for like the PSP or something. Apparently it's good, I don't know. Not a big PSP guy. I loved mine back in the day for the Grand Theft Auto games it got, but I never played much of it aside from that. DT Racer, though, what is this game about? Well, it's obviously a racing game, but there's a lot of catches that come with this. A lot of stuff I don't really understand the choices that were made. I picked this game up at that cash, thrifty pawn shop type of thing because I thought I saw a Ferrari Enzo right here in yellow. That is not what that is. It does not have name brand cars, but it does steal the design of name brand cars that you know and I know and we all love and we wanted to drive as. The cover looked cool. I went ahead and grabbed it. And I'll be honest with you. This one, to most people, would be a piece of shit. To me, though, I really enjoy this. I think it's a good game. I think it's fun for what it is. I think it's one of those games I can play for a good hour and get a really good laugh out of because I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm having a blast. But let me tell you, you're going to wreck a lot. There's no getting around the fact that you're going to wreck a lot playing this game. The cars are a blast. The different speeds that they go don't really seem that much of a variation, even though the scales and systems tell you they are. But the real catch here is not only how I think it looks really good for a PS2 kind of rando game that I had never heard of. It looks good for a driving game. I wish it played better. If the gameplay was better, between the gas acceleration and the square button braking, if they weren't, you know, extremes on both ends. Like if I hit the gas, it's going to go 100 miles an hour as fast as it can. You can't really control the speed like you could in like a Gran Turismo 4 or something. This one really doesn't get what it should have gotten in passion and love, but I admire it, and I don't really know how to explain that. The tracks are tough, the turning on the cars is fucking horrible, the steering is just all over the place, you're gonna oversteer all the time, there's not a whole lot of adjustments in a menu you can make, but the maps are fun. They're memorable, too. I have some burned in my head. I haven't played this for, like, probably a month now, but I really enjoyed my time with it. Didn't beat the game, but I did use the massive amounts of cheat codes to unlock and buy cars that I really wanted to play in the game, and they were all a blast, because I'm understanding that when I go into this game, it's chaos. It's kind of like a Burnout game in the sense of you might as well expect that you're going to wreck a lot, and the destruction of the cars as you wreck them is hilarious. It really is. You can play this game, play through a lap, and if you don't fill your gas tank by paying money every single race that you make, you're going to run out of gas while you drive in the race. And how many racing games can you really say do that? Not many do, unless it's a Le Mans track, you know? DT Racer did that for tracks that really aren't even that long and shouldn't take that much gas to complete, but you guarantee yourself you're going to run out of gas sometimes. It's some bullshit, but it makes you think about how can you take the turns quicker, and I'll guarantee you already you're not going to be able to. That's the gist of DT Racer. But really the ultimate tone and atmosphere that I love so much about this game is encapsulated in the music. The soundtrack was apparently made by some DJ, I understand it to be. I could be wrong about that. It is the life and soul from the menu of the game onward, into the racing, into the weird NASCAR tracks you could drive, knockoff NASCAR if you will. The music is so great that it'll make you want to keep coming back to the game, and even right now, every other day I get an itch to want to go play this again, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I wanted to talk about it though, because no one else has talked about DT Racer, and it deserves to be talked about by people who really love racing games like myself. It's not a good racing game, but I like it as a so bad it's good thing. I think it has a lot of kind of a weird sense of humor to it, because there's no way, I believe, for 2 seconds they programmed this game to be what they considered satisfying when it came to driving in the game. It's a fucking mess when it comes to that, but it's really fun. It's really fun. I could see myself, my childhood self, and my childhood best friend. I could see us back in the day, if we had this game back in the day, which would not have been worth $60, I could see us, in hindsight, playing this for hours, just like we did with Super Bombad Racing from Star Wars, and having a blast with it. I really could, because of how goofy and crash-focused it is, how cool the tracks are, how memorable the music is. DT Racer, hear me out, is a bad game, but a good time. Does that make sense? You ever seen a movie that's like that? Not even so bad it's so good, but like a film that like is bad, but it's a good time. You know, like that's what DT Racer is to me, and I recommend it alone on that in case you haven't played it before. Don't go into it expecting a wonderful masterpiece based on this review. Just give it a shot. I bought it for $5 and I had a blast, and I'm so glad I grabbed this when I did. Such a great purchase for $5. If you can buy it for $5, get it. If you can buy it for 10, a little much, but buy it. I think you'll have a good time if you're the right kind of person. If this kind of review seemed like it applied to you. DT Racer, if I had to give it a 5-star rating, I would probably give it about a 3 out of 5 stars. It's a mess, but it's a fun mess, and I love that about it. I want to show my childhood best friend, who I still talk to this day, this game at some point next time we hang out, because I think he'll really, really dig this, and especially that awesome soundtrack. Anyway, have you played DT Racer? Have you played its sequel? I'd love to hear everything you have to say about this awesome little fun, weird, kooky-ass, personality-focused game. This unique little racing game down in the comment section down below. Let me know everything you think about. Let me try that again. Let me know everything you think about the game, my review, all of it down below too. Anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all, and goodbye.